Hi people, the name is Mark and we're just going to do a little video here and it's going to go like this. And basically a contract is slavery, okay? And slavery is a contract. If you sign up, take the G out, sin up, you sign up, you've applied, you've lied, right? You've lied, you're applying, you're lying, right? Then you pay a fee to become this person which has duties and privileges, privileges, right? And I imposed upon you, well, that's what you're going to get. So basically what a contract states and stipulates, it says, this is exactly what it says, I want you to sign this because I don't trust you, okay? That's exactly what it says. Otherwise we wouldn't need a contract, right? And basically if you look up older definitions of job and jobbery and jobbing and stuff like that, especially in older dictionaries, okay, I'll leave this up to you. A job is basically public mismanagement of funds for private dishonesty and gain. Okay, that's a job, jobbery, jobbing, right? So, you know, even in Webster's, maybe it was an inside job. That's what it says under job, right? Maybe it was an inside job. So obviously this gives you an idea what the government thinks of you when you apply to state that you have no covenant with God and now you want to have a covenant with man, right? So you're a criminal. And then it's, you know, and then basically that's why you have to pay for insurance, because we don't know what you're going to do. You could go out and rip somebody off. Well, you have to pay for insurance in case you do that, because you're already deemed a criminal, because you're already working a job which is basically public mismanagement of funds for private dishonesty and gain. So obviously you've been labeled as a criminal / terrorist, and that's why you've been framed on the birth certificate, framed on the statement of a live birth or a statement of birth, and the whole 9 yards. So you pay for insurance because you're an insurgent, and it's basically just in case you want to break the law. So we've covered that. A contract is slavery. Slavery is a contract. You sign up for a contract with the government. Well, obviously that's slavery, and common law is slavery, people, okay? Unless you state that, listen, it's common to me that I have no contracts with the government of Canada. I'm not a Canadian. I'm not a citizen. I don't fly by their rules. So it's common to them that I don't have a contract with them, and it's common to me. That's where common law fits in my case. But if you apply and sign up for a license, well, then you're following the laws of common law as well, because it's common to them that you applied, you've signed, and it's common to them that they offered the service, then it's common that you paid a fee at the registry for this, to register this, right? To pay for the usage, right? The use of a surname. Take the S out. You are a name, which is a last name, which is a coat of arms, which is not your name. Otherwise, would you have to pay for your name? No. So why do you go to a registry? So there you go, people. That's slavery. Okay, that last name is slavery. It's the number of the beast. It's been marked, the whole 9 yards, right? So effectively now, love costs nothing. I'm sure we can agree to this. Agreed? Take the A out, right? Love costs nothing, man. The father at her, fat her, because she's the creator, she's huge, right? You can see where we're going with this. The father, the mother, well, she doesn't deal in cash. She deals in feelings and emotions and stuff that doesn't cost money, right? And so the whole thing is bullshit. Anything that comes with cash, like In God We Trust, which is the American biggest religion, because in money they trust. So of course money is their god, right? But people who don't make money their gods, well, then it's not cold-hearted cash, because the reason why it's not cold-hearted cash is because, look at the words, cold-hearted cash. Cold heart, that says you're just a ruthless bastard. You got a warm heart that's not dealing in cash. Anything that's without cash comes from love. The minute you start throwing money in, well, you're getting into basically public mismanagement of funds for private dishonesty and gain. Everybody's trying to screw each other. And effectively, people, okay, you know, like money, love and money don't mix. It's like oil and water. They should not go together, and if you do, well, you're not going to have love. The water will be contaminated and it's screwed. And here's a little thing off Facebook. I had posted a while back, and it says every human thought, word, or deed is based on 2 words. Any idea what these 2 words are, people? Fear or love. Take your pick, okay? Then it goes on to say, fear is the energy which contracts, basically says I don't trust you, right? Closes down, draws in, right? What do the police do? They'll try to close down a contract, draw you in, they'll hide behind bushes, you know, they hide, they hoard, they'll harm, and that's fear. Fear is the energy which contracts, closes down, draws in, hides, hoards, and harms. Love is the energy which is free of charge, no surcharge, right? No toll, no nothing, no tax. Take the T out, you have axe. So if you like to get taxed, well, take the T out. T stands for title, you'll get axed. Don't worry. And love is the energy which expands, opens up, reveals. Nothing is hidden, shares and heals. And you have free choice, because that free choice is your free gift of will from the Creator at her, right? So you can see where we're going with this, people. Now, the other day, in fact, I was sitting there, and like, I use these terms interchangeably just for conversation's sake, but one person looked at me and the other day and she goes, well, you know, you and your friends there, I don't know what you're trying to do. And I says, you mean those people, my friends? She goes, well, you know, that bunch there, whatever they call themselves. I says, oh, you mean those people? I says, children of God? Oh, yeah. I says, well, effectively. Well, she says, well, I don't know what you're trying to do. One person can't make a difference. I says, you call yourself Christian? Oh, yeah. I says, you go to church? Oh, yeah. I says, well, why do you go to church and support, whether it's allegory or not, a guy named Christ who tried to make a difference, and then you turn around and you tell me not to make a difference? That's an oxymoron, right? That's just blatant sheer stupidity. And then I said, well, and then it's, well, you know, like, if you only paid your taxes. I said, did Christ pay taxes? Oh, yeah, render unto Caesar. I says, well, if Christ was paying taxes, what the fuck was he doing flipping over bank money changers' tables for? Right? Oh, well, we need churches. I says, no. I says, your temple is right here. Your kingdom is right here. And I says, those who know themselves shall know the kingdom of heaven. So effectively, people, okay, it wasn't Pontius Pilate, get this. People go to Mass, right? And it wasn't Pontius Pilate who killed Christ, as the allegory goes, or whether it's true or not. I couldn't care less. But the bottom line is, it makes a lot of sense. Good sense, right? I'm not talking sense, C-N-T-S here. I'm talking common sense here, okay? And not polluted sense. And anyhow, basically, it wasn't Pontius Pilate who killed him. He said, listen, I wash my hands of this. This guy's never did anything to us. He's not even a civilian here. So what would you like me to do? And so he says to the bunch of sinners / slaves, he says, you guys take it up in your hands. I wash my hands clean. So it was the masses that killed him. And where do these people like to go? They like to go to masses, and then they like to pay taxes. They like to pay axes. Whoa, people. So please, people, if you slaves and all that want to call me stupid and that, normally I don't even answer and swear to this kind of stupid shit. I just won't even acknowledge it. Act and knowledge, a ledger of knowledge. I won't even do that, because so say you, not say I, okay? Truth does not belong in fiction. That's obviously something I've come very clear to, right? In other words, let people think what they want. Because if the masses want to be deceived when it was the masses who killed Christ and not Pontius Pilate, you guys better take a look at yourself. And then you come along and you say to me, like guys like me, oh, well, I don't know what you're doing. One person, one guy can't make a difference. Well, I'm sorry, people, but you're back to the story where the guy, all these silverfish are getting washed up on the beach, and the guy's grabbing them and he's throwing them back in the drink. He's grabbing the fish and he's throwing. The guy comes up and he goes, oh man, can't you see your task? It's daunting, man. It's a daunting task. That'll never amount to anything. You can't save those fish. He picks up another one. He says, you can't save all those fish. He picks up another one, throws it in the drink, and he says, oh, made a difference to that one. See where I'm going with, people? Okay, that's the power of love, not stupidity, not bullshit, not judgment. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Okay, so you know it's growing very old. You know, people even try to persecute me for doing good. Like the same thing with Christ, same thing with a buddy of mine. He was telling me the other day. You know what his words were? Fuck the slaves. He says, I don't care. He says, I've never met such a greedy bunch of assholes, arseholes in all my life. Those were his words. And you know what? That's exactly what I'm coming to. I don't even want to deal with the fucking serfs anymore. I'm trying to avoid them like the plague. You deal in love? Hey, let's go, giddy up, because there's no trying to contract and close and hoard, and that's a contract, and that's why you have to pay insurances, because you might break that contract, because you've already stated that you want that public job, that public mismanagement of funds position, right? So anyhow, you can see where I'm going with this. So effectively, anybody out there who all wants to work jobs and they want to contract, they want to hoard, and they want to close, and they want to hide, and the whole 9 yards, and they want to harm, well, that's fair, and you can have that. Myself, I choose the Creator. It's a divine source, and it doesn't cost nothing. Nothing. It's free. Free, people. Okay? That's one word you might want to get used to. Free. But you can't have free when you have no covenant with God and you decide to run in a sinner's world. And I don't care who you guys are. You want to be sinners? Hey, be sinners. That's how God loves you. I can accept that. But You will suffer the consequences, not me. I don't care, because my protector is the Creator. Nothing ain't ever going to happen to me. You can take the body out, but the spirit man's going to ride even stronger. Till then, namaste. Cheers. Keep your heads up, your sticks on the ice. Peace. Bye.